Hey there, Steve Kripke here, and today we're going to talk about the network marketing struggle, martial arts, and hope. You see, I don't know where you are in your journey in this home business industry, whether you're brand spanking new or maybe you've been around for a while, but there's typically a point where you run into a wall, you start questioning yourself if you can do it, can I make it to the top, and you run into some sort of a struggle. Well, if that's the case, hang out with me for a couple minutes here, because what I'm going to share with you right now is not only going to give you hope, but it's going to equip you to take you to whatever level you want to go to. So back in like the early 90s, I went down to the gym to lift and get into shape, and I meet this guy named Rob, and he was a karate instructor there, and he's like, hey, we start talking. I end up signing up for classes, because that's a different story. I end up signing up for classes. He gives me my uniform and my white belt, and he's like, show up at this day and this time and we'll get started. So I go in on my very first day. I didn't know how to tie my belt, so they had to do that for me. I had no idea. I didn't know how to do anything. You see, I did this when I was a kid, but I just couldn't remember any of it. And so I go in and we're going through these drills, and I'm like, well, this isn't hard, this is actually kind of awesome. So I go through the drills, and all of a sudden he's like, all right, everybody face off, get a partner. And I'm like, cool. And he goes, okay, sparring, 1 minute, go. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I put my hands up and I didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden I'm fighting with this dude who was like a blue or a yellow belt. But the point is, he was way more advanced than me. And it was scary, and I had an anxiety, but it was exhilarating and exciting all at the same time. So I didn't know what to do, except for I just kept going. And I got the tar beat out of me. My ribs hurt, my arms hurt from being kicked. I had bruises on my head and my face. My knuckles hurt, my shins hurt, my thighs hurt from being kicked. It was pretty crazy. And that happened for weeks and weeks and months and months and months. And finally, after being beat up for a certain period of time, I start rank advancing, and kind of like network marketing, I started going through the ranks because I never quit. You see, I kept going, and as long as I kept going, I just kept learning. I learned the hard way. I learned by being in the field. I learned by putting my hands up and going to war and learning strategies and bringing those strategies into the field. You see, the thing is about martial arts and network marketing, there's a lot of correlations in there. In network marketing, you can get beat up, and it's just like fighting in a real fight. You can quit and just walk away beaten, or you can keep going and you can keep rank advancing, keep getting your next belt and your next belt and your next belt until you hit the top. You see, it took me a long time to get there. I ended up becoming a second degree black belt, and I got my sensei certification, and even that last test was hard. But the hope that I'm going to tell you is, it's worth it. It was worth the beatings. If you notice, my nose is crooked. I've got banged up shins. I've got cracked ribs. My knuckles are all beat up. I've had back surgeries because of all of it. And I'll tell you, I would not change one single solitary thing, because it was worth it. You see, if you're going through a struggle right now in network marketing, don't stop. Keep going. Because when you're sitting at the top and they're wrapping that black belt around you because you hit your goals, you'll sit there and there's probably going to be a tear that'll come down your face. And you're going to think back to this video and you go, he was right. It was worth it. So whatever you're going through right now, keep pushing forward. Put your head down. Keep doing what you're taught. And you'll make it, I promise, as long as you don't quit. So I appreciate you for being here. If you got value, like, share, comment, and if you want help and you need more techniques, in my home business handbook at stevekripke.com/HBH, I'm going to teach you how to do everything from the invite to the close and everything in between, including objection handling. So I appreciate you for being here. Again, at stevekripke.com/HBH, and have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.